Kia ora guys, good afternoon, welcome back to the Black Jersey. It's your boy Max, I'm the host of the channel, and well, today we've got to talk about some Welsh news. So I'm in my very outdated Wales jersey because it's finally happened. Wayne Pivac has been sacked as the Wales rugby head coach. It was pretty much guaranteed to happen. He's quite clearly lost the players in the dressing room, and well, sadly, things probably haven't gone as well as they should have, considering Wales have turned back to Warren Gatland. I'm going to dissect why he got sacked, why I was never in support of Wayne Pivac, but before we get into things, I want to say a big thank you to my patrons, and just remind my new viewers to subscribe to me and like this video if you enjoy my content. So first off, let's just say Wayne Pivac did not have the greatest track record before he took over Wales. He was head coach with 2 spells with Auckland. He did win 2 NPC titles and the 2003 Ranfurly Shield, which was defended twice, but it wasn't like really a massively consistent winning team. Fiji didn't do a ridiculous amount there, so yeah, that wasn't very good as well. Pivac was the head coach of the club Scarlets in Wales for 6 years, and they did win just the single title, in which is now the URC, for the 2016 to 2017 season. Wales did win a fair few trophies under Pivac, such as the 2021 Six Nations and Triple Crown. They won the Dottie Weir Cup twice. They won the 2021 James Bevan Trophy over Australia, but I think that this year's loss to Australia probably sealed Pivac's fate as the Wales head coach. To me, there wasn't really a clear structure to his case. He was often interchanging backs with forwards in various plays, and there was no set structure of who was who in what position of the pitch. So that there is a sign of a dysfunctional team. To get Gatland back though is also a sign of a dysfunctional Welsh rugby union. Despite the fact that Wales has rugby as a national sport, they've clearly just got no decent coaches coming through and developing through the club system. What's even worse is that when you look at all the coaches Wales have had through the professional era, from 1995 to now, it hasn't been too good for them, with the exception of Mike Ruddock. Every single Wales head coach from Graham Henry onwards has had a win percentage below 50%. I'm of course not taking in the interim coaches into account, but yes, that's not nice at all. Gatland is the only one since Henry to have a win percentage above 50. With the exception of Mike Ruddock, this is the first time I've sworn on my channel Wales were in the shit until Gatland's turned up. Like seriously guys, this is not good to see a national team with a win percentage that low for that long. I said when I predicted the 2022 Six Nations placings that all Wales have achieved in the last decade is only because of Gatland. And when you look at their current squad, there are 6 players from the 2011 Rugby World Cup still there today under Pivac. Of course, Gatland's going to make a few changes, so we'll have to wait for the 2023 Six Nations, but I'm really hoping that the old dogs will stop to be relied on and the new boys are going to come along and really galvanise. Apart from Louis Rees-Zammit, I can genuinely not think of a player in that team who was under 25 and a regular starter. Compare that to Gatland's reign in 2011. We saw all these young players like Sam Warburton, their youngest ever captain, become a key decision maker for the 2011 World Cup. Toby Faletau, after fewer than 10 caps, was their first choice 8 for that tournament. Look at Jonathan Davis set the tournament alight. Lee Halfpenny was a far better player back in that day. George North, the youngest ever try scorer at a World Cup. Gatland is a very good coach who will lend faith to the next generation there, sorry, but Pivac, when he was picking all this experience without the form to back it up, no wonder he got the sack. When I'm talking about a dysfunctional Welsh rugby union though, this extends to the club level of course. As we can see from the current URC table, all 4 of the Welsh clubs have played 9 games so far this season. Cardiff, they're doing respectively, the Cardiff Blues, they're coming in at 7th place with 5 wins, but apart from Zebra Palmer, 4 of the 3 bottom places in the league are taken up by Welsh teams. The Dragons, who have never really been that good of a club side, are coming the 2nd out of all the Welsh teams. Ospreys are 14th. Scarlets, where Pivac used to coach, isn't at 15th because they've had such a high turnover of coaches in recent years. Wales Rugby have got a lot of things to sort out, everybody. Pivac was rightfully sacked, but going back to Gatland, who kind of hinted that Pivac wouldn't do the best job, said back in 2019 it would be a shame to see Wales go back into the dark ages, or a quote very similar to that. So apart from Gatland, Wales clearly have no one that's in development for the long term. They need to change that right now because rugby is their national sport. Their fans are very, very passionate and deservingly so. And me, I've always been pretty happy watching Wales games. I'm not going to be picking a single Welsh player in my World 15 or my World 2nd 15 this year because they're ranked 9th in the world right now, despite being a tier 1 nation. That's a ranking that nations like Japan and Fiji have previously held. And as things are going, I wouldn't be surprised to see Fiji do a 2007 and beat Wales in the 2023 World Cup unless Gatland does some major do-overs for this current side. The fact that the 2021 and 2022 All Black sides were both able to smash Wayne Pivac's Wales is pretty much proof that Pivac has regressed the team. That's another point as to why he was sacked. Those 2 games, Wales did not construct any of the tries. It was all just a matter of pure talent to decide the result, and in both occasions the All Blacks put 50 points on Wales. Earlier this year in the 2022 Six Nations, Wales versus France was probably the most boring rugby game, as I titled the video about it, I've watched in my entire life. There was nothing entertaining about it. It was just a drop the ball here, drop the ball there, moves not getting finished off, because to get close to winning, or to get a close win, Wales basically had to rely on dragging their opponents down to their own level, very reminiscently of the 2012 to 2018 France under coaches such as Guy Noves. Wales rugby is an absolute mess right now. Gatland does have the potential to fix it, but he can't do it alone. You can't keep relying on the same guy over and over and over again. He's going to remind the fans of occasions such as the 2019 World Cup in which they placed 4th, the 2011 World Cup in which they placed 4th. He's going to remind people of the massive Grand Slams that they got 3 times. But look, it's not a one-man job. Gatland is literally about to turn 60 and Pivac himself was 60. You've got to get a good next generation of coaches coming through and take the whole revival of your nation seriously, as Wales did under Graham Henry back in the early 2000s when I was a little kid. To Welsh fans watching this video, I hope you're feeling good to have a new coach in charge of the team, but I also hope that you're not too demoralised about the future of your country, as you can never know how the future of a national sport can turn out, as the likes of Antoine Dupont and Romain Ntamack have proved under Fabien Galtier's France. Thank you very much for watching this video, guys. Fingers crossed everything's all upwards and onwards from here for Wales, and cheers for watching the video. Bye bye. Thank you.